go to Weasel, cause the Weasel say, pop, yeah, come.
Yeah. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
You're going to be a successful WWF villain hated by millions.
But to get into wrestling, I don't know why anybody would, except you want the glory. Because you get hurt like I have. I've had both ankles sprained. I've had my collarbone broke. I broke my neck. I had my elbow operated on for my ulnar nerve. I had my knee operated on. And I had a little cyst on the side from my throat in February. How big it got, and he picked it up. Looks like the guy butchered me. It's like some Frankenstein she has. But those are just things to go to. They don't pay for your hotel rooms. They don't pay for your rental cars. They pay your transportation. But you have to fly cheapest tickets they can find for you. You know, you get a guy like the Earthquake, or a guy like Big Boss Man, 300 pounds. They got him in 32F in the middle seat. That's hard if you fly 3 or 4 hours like that. You got to fly back. And, you know, then you got to run, then you stay on line for a half hour and run a car and wait a half hour for the bus. Then you go to the hotel and the rooms aren't ready. So then you go eat, come back, go up to your room, then you got to go to the building. You got to find the building. And you got to come back and turn the car at 6 in the morning. They're not open yet because your plane's at 7. There's no, it was more fun in the 60s when we were driving around cars, 4 guys that were good friends laughing, than the way it is today flying. And plus they expect so much out of you. So much damage to your body. In the 60s, they like for you to take bumps and get blood. Getting blood means cutting yourself. For you moochers who don't know wrestling and are just bumming this book off somebody. I always had the ability to take bumps and bleed. So somebody should have been a hit-and-run victim. And some guys weren't. The guys that couldn't did, and no one asked them to. But now they want you to work in shape, they want you to fly around that ring, and if you don't have good matches, they're just not going to use you. So a lot of people really think they're a lot better than they are. I know a lot of people right now at home are watching TV and thinking to themselves, I could do that. I could be an actor. Believe me. It's very hard business acting. You not only have to know your lines, you have to know their lines. As much as I've done comedy and wrestling in 40 years, I've never done anything scripted except one movie Oprah and I were in called Time Master. And I guarantee you more people were watching the surveillance cameras at Walmart than ever saw that movie. But we only had a couple lines. I had to say, wow, this and that, but nothing much. But to do a whole show with a lot of dialogue or a movie like The Bible or Gone with the Wind or something, forget, I can never do it. But you know how they teach those people? They do it with singing teachers. Because you can remember words of songs, can't you? And they teach you rhythmically to do it. But no, and you're going to remember everybody else's lines, and you can't do it part-time. You can't just take a couple months off and become an actor. Those people are out there working. They're out there doing jobs as waiters and busboys, and some are unemployed. A lot are unemployed. They're just going for casting calls every day and readings to get their break. It's very, very hard. And wrestling, I don't even know how to start now. I guess the WWE has a wrestling school. I don't know if you have to pay for it. I don't even know where it is or what they do or if they even guarantee anything. So it's very hard to get into the business. And it's harder. The hardest thing about getting into the business is staying in the business. Yeah. Now, you can stay in the business as long as you want. I know guys that say I've been in the business 10 years, but they had 3 matches. So just because you know that the business is a work, which means it's not real, if you give it a mooch in the book. Yeah, it's just, it's very hard to get into. I told one, I said, you beat Nick one more time, you get to keep him.
To put the word in the streets.